Well, the abortion debate is heating up in Georgia. Lawmakers have approved the controversial heartbeat bill to limit abortions, and now Hollywood is threatening to pull film projects from the state over that bill. Christy Paul has the story.
This House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Bill 481.
The vote by the Georgia State House sends one of the nation's most restrictive abortion bills to the governor's desk to be signed into law.
You do not need to sign this bill because you did this in your first year because you know you are done. You sign this bill, you are done.
Known as the heartbeat bill, the measure makes it illegal for doctors in the state to perform an abortion once a heartbeat is detected, which the bill says is around 6 weeks. Opponents of the measure say many women don't even know they are pregnant after 6 weeks, and these restrictions would cause these women undue hardship. Under the bill, victims of rape or incest would be able to still receive an abortion up to 20 weeks if they file an official police report.
What gives this body the right to substitute its choices for those of the women who will no doubt bear the scars, the consequences, and who will face death, and now likely prison? It is not for the government or the men of this chamber to insert itself in the most personal, private, and wrenching decisions.
Governor Brian Kemp has said he will sign the bill into law, and after lawmakers voted, he tweeted this: "Georgia values life. We stand up for the innocent and speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. The legislature's bold action reaffirms our priorities and who we are as a state." Now, Kemp's opponent in the 2018 gubernatorial election, Stacey Abrams, also reacted, tweeting this: "With one horrible exception, Georgia didn't jeopardize stability, opportunity, and leadership for dangerous legislation that treats the lives of women as political pawns. The film industry is now integral to our economy." But if the governor signs the bill into law, as he said he would, the state faces some backlash from Hollywood. Actors Alec Baldwin, Rosie O'Donnell, Mia Farrow, and Sean Penn earlier this month joined over 40 others in opposition to the measure, sending a letter to the governor urging him to veto the bill, and if not, for companies to pull TV and film projects from the state. We cannot, in good conscience, continue to recommend our industry remain in Georgia if HB 481 becomes law.